look like he knows Spanish. Like, give me one sentence before you finish the story.
No, I understand it. I don't speak it because I sound white. I turned
He said I understand it. I don't speak it.
Did I hear this right?
Wait, what if the translation was wrong?
Damn, that's... Hey, he should have knew what the fuck he was doing.
Whether you call yourself an independent contractor...
Luke here at the Outer Boys YouTube channel, and I'm back at my Alaskan homestead. A couple months ago, I bought this abandoned homestead looking for some adventure, and boy did we find it. We found thousands of dollars of abandoned equipment. We've had cabins catch on fire, equipment's been breaking down, and we've been breaking our backs building a road through the swamp. I'm spending almost a week working on...
They say win the championship.
You guys along for the ride.
Well, I'll be.
Well, the weather forecast...
You know I'm going to win the championship, though.
We got this instead, but I've ordered thousands of dollars of gravel and heavy equipment to come fix this trail.
We're going to win this championship.
We're going to have to make this happen.
Let's see what's been on here. I ain't DKP in a while.
Some neighbors saw me struggling to move all this gravel and came to help out.
Won the first road game this season.
Was it the Lakers?
The Lakers?
The
The Nuggets?
The Suns?
Or the Warriors?
For what? I didn't even get to hear everything.
If you answer the Phoenix Suns, then you just earned 400 DC.
This? Why ain't giving us a chance to get the VC? This game be tweaking.
Special kind of teamwork. Which NBA team was the first to win 20 road games?
What happened to them letting us answer the questions for money?
The Thunder, the Cavaliers.
Oh, man. Fuck that. Going down some bullshit. I thought we beat them. But shit, let's get it going. Let's get this shit popping like some bacon grease, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Nigga. I'm Tiger, no Woods.
Round one continues. A half dose of citrus.
Yeah. Kush. I've been making all my shots on this game.
Against the Knicks. Round one. The NA card continues.
Hey, shit, tore up. Oh, and 2K Sports. I swear, if I ain't know no better, I think they be prostituting, bruh. Them girls stay getting dropped off and picked up at multiple different dudes every day, all day. Yeah. They prostituting over there.
Luke here at the Outer Boys YouTube channel, and I'm back at my Alaskan homestead. A couple months ago, I bought this abandoned homestead looking for some adventure, and boy did we find it. We found thousands of dollars of abandoned equipment. We've had
wherein they die if they fall asleep. Confined in an isolated facility, the trafficked subjects struggle during their panic as they try to escape the facility and somehow manage to stay awake. A research facility called Blackwood Pharmaceuticals is conducting an experimental drug trial called Phase 1 clinical trials. Blackwood Pharmaceuticals had offered a large sum of money to those who volunteered to become test subjects, promising that this experiment would help them better understand how a new drug affects the body before they give it to those with medical conditions. There are multiple individuals who have volunteered to become test subjects, and one of them is Claire, a young woman who has been fending for herself for most of her life and is in need of money. Claire arrived at the basement of the Blackwood facility where the experiment is to be conducted and went straight to the room assigned for the female subjects, laying down to finally get some rest. One of her roommates sat on the bed beside hers and cheerfully introduced herself as Allison. Allison seemed like a nice girl, but she was too talkative and annoying for Claire, who just wanted to take a rest. Claire was just about to go to sleep when an announcement blared through the speakers, telling them to go to the exam room. In the exam room, the subjects realized that there was neither Wi-Fi nor reception in the facility and were disappointed. Dr. Burke, the doctor who is supposed to supervise the trial, entered the room and introduced herself. She reiterated that the Phase 1 clinical trial is to study the safety of a new drug called Abexidine BRN-14. The subjects had to stay in the facility for 5 days in total without any communication to the outside world, and they are not allowed to leave the facility at all. The subjects also have to take dosages of the new drug. The dosage would begin at 25 milligrams and rise up to 85 milligrams, but no more than that. Dr. Burke then informed the subjects that the trial would be double-blind, which is a randomized trial where neither the participants nor the researchers know which subject is receiving what treatment. This helps minimize the placebo effect and allows the researchers to not unconsciously make any biased interpretations of study results. Dr. Burke reassured the subjects that the dosage is fairly minimal, therefore the trial would go smoothly and no harm would be done to the subjects. Dr. Burke then walked out of the exam room, leaving the nurses to hand over the dosage to the subjects for them to take. For the whole day, the subjects were constantly checked by the nurses to see if there would be any side effects. But so far, the subjects have felt completely normal. But as Claire was lying down on the bed with Allison blabbering beside her, she suddenly felt the urge to vomit and rushed to the restroom. On her way back to the room, she bumped into a fellow test subject named Amir, a medical student who decided to volunteer in the trial to prove himself because he applied for the summer internship with Blackwood Pharmaceuticals. Later that night, Claire was trying to sleep, but for some reason, she was struggling to do so. She left the room and went to the lounge room, where she found that, just like her, the other subjects were also having a hard time falling asleep. The subjects were worried, but Dr. Burke reassured them that it was just normal insomnia and it wouldn't be a problem at all. For 30 hours straight, none of the subjects slept, and they mostly spent their time in the lounge room. During those hours, Claire and Allison also got closer. Dr. Burke called the researchers to inquire about the scans she sent them. Dr. Burke was worried as she believed that whatever drug the subjects took, it's going straight for the central nervous system and it's causing serious brain inflammation. She tried to ask the person on the other line about the trial, but since it was a double-blind trial, Dr. Burke was not allowed to get any form of information. The person on the other line asked about Subject 7's second scan. Dr. Burke clarified that there is only one scan. The two images of Subject 7's scans were both taken during the same scan. Dr. Burke expressed her worry because there was already so much growth in just one scan, but the person on the other line stayed silent. That was until a new voice was heard on the other line. The person introduced himself as George Bannon, Senior VP for Research, whose interest seems to be piqued after hearing about the growth. After taking another dosage of the new drug, Claire was brought in for a CT scan. Inside the scanner, Claire started panicking when she suddenly remembered a traumatic past that involved her being locked up in an enclosed space. The next day, the subjects were starting to doubt the experiment when they realized that the dosage they had to take had been increased again. The maximum dosage they had to get was only 85 milligrams, but now it seems like they had to take more than that. Dr. Burke entered the room and reassured the subjects that it was completely fine. If anyone refuses to continue, they are allowed to leave the facility, but those who agree to continue will be given a bonus payment of 30,000 euros for each subject. Everyone's doubts were lifted upon hearing the amount of money they were going to receive. Everyone but Claire and Amir were both concerned. In the lounge, the subjects celebrated their bonus payment, and Allison asked Claire to dance with her. Unexpectedly, the subjects suddenly felt exhausted, and later on, we see Dr. Burke looking worriedly at the worn-out subjects. She called George Bannon, requesting to stop the trial as the subjects' whole immune systems had gone haywire. But George Bannon refused to stop the experiment and ordered Dr. Burke to keep up the dose. The subjects were hanging around the lounge chatting while Claire was almost falling asleep. Before she could fall asleep completely, Allison talked to her and woke her up. The two of them talked, but one comment from Claire offended Allison, who walked away from the group. Amir, on the other hand, sneaked into Dr.